Hi, this is Jennifer Wayland from Island Travel Group. I am here to talk to you about how cruise lines have gone electronic, which means that your travel documents are electronic. You have to log in to your reservation to check in online, which will just expedite your check-in process, and print your boarding card as well as your bag tag. And this is the big thing I want to talk about today. This has my client's name on it, so I can't really show you exactly what it looks like. But most bag tags, when you print them, just come in an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And they look really intimidating, but if you read the directions, basically all you're doing is taking this sheet of paper and you're folding it along this dotted line, like so. I'm folding it for her, so I want to make sure it's perfect. And then you are folding it along the other dotted line. So when you get finished, you basically simply have a tri-fold sheet of paper that is 11 inches long and 1/3 of the width of a regular piece of typing paper wide. And all you're going to do is you're going to put this through your handle of your luggage and staple it just like this. So it's going to look just like a baggage tag. It's just going to be, I guess, what you would call kind of generic because it's just a folded piece of paper, and that is your baggage tag. So on your baggage tag, basically it's going to have your stateroom assignment. It's going to have your ship, your cruise line name, and your name. And so the benefit to this is that, especially if you're flying in with the cruise line and they're providing transfers for you, or they're providing transfers because you purchased them separate from your air, they can recognize their cruise tags, can help you with the porterage of your luggage, can help you handle your luggage, get it on board the transfer for you. And then, of course, when you check in for the cruise, you won't see your luggage for probably several hours. So you want to always make sure that you bring a carry-on bag with anything you may need on board before your checked luggage gets to your stateroom. It will be delivered and right into your stateroom. It will be there for you when you get there. Typically, if you are getting on board early and your stateroom may not be ready, so it's kind of like a hotel. Your stateroom isn't always ready when you get onto the boat, so you may have to wait a while before you access your stateroom even. But if your stateroom is ready, which oftentimes it is, but your luggage isn't there yet, having that carry-on with things like maybe a swimsuit, a cover-up, a light pair of shoes or shorts or capri pants or something like that for the ladies, shorts for the men, just casual so you can relax, go to the pool, enjoy and tour around the ship and get acquainted with it and things like that. So just something comfortable. Maybe a backpack would be the easiest thing to carry. So make sure you have that with you. I am preparing the travel documents for my clients now, which basically consist of this folder that I've put together. And inside the folder, I've labeled, this is your cruise travel documents, and these, oh, pardon me, are your luggage tags over here. So I'm going to put her luggage tags in here so she knows exactly. I folded them for her and she knows what that is and what it's there for. She can always unfold it. I haven't put any kind of binding or staples in it yet. And she can see, because it actually, the baggage tag also has some important information on it that you don't want to miss. And that is, for example, bringing alcohol on board. Please remember our alcohol policy. And while I am directly referring to Holland America at this time, a lot of cruise lines have the same or similar alcohol policy. One 750 milliliter bottle of wine or champagne per adult in your carry-on luggage, which will not be subject to a corkage fee if consumed in the stateroom. Additional wine or champagne bottles no larger than 750 milliliters in carry-on luggage are welcome, but will incur an $18 corkage fee per bottle, irrespective of where they were intended to be consumed. Other liquors, spirits, or beers are prohibited. Luggage is subject to search. So that is very good information that is on your baggage tag, so be sure to read it. As you can see here on my screen, I am at the home page of Holland America, which if you look at the menu bar in most cruise lines, you'll see they're very similar. On the home page of Holland America, what you're really looking for as a cruise guest is this already booked. So your travel agent has really already done everything else for you. They've asked you the right questions. They've reserved what they can in advance. Perhaps like in this case, I'm dealing with clients that aren't very internet savvy. So I met with them a number of times to first of all get them acclimated with what is going to be necessary at check-in, and then when check-in was available, I met with them, checked them in, having all of their passport information that they were going to use for the cruise, which isn't always necessary, but it is always recommended to have to travel or cruise with your passport. And I checked them in, and then I visited with them about dining options and excursion options and got whatever they wanted pre-booked, booked for them. So they're all set for check-in. So on this website, you go to already booked, and this is where you're going to basically have options of a lot of different things. And you're wanting to, you don't even have to create an account necessarily unless you want to, which is kind of handy, and it ensures that you're signed up for the frequent cruiser number. But you manage my bookings. You can go right there and put in your reservation number and your first and last name and when you're sailing, and they'll find your reservation for you. So that's just something to be familiar with, but that is how you would get to your stateroom information if you're checking in on your own. Here are some tips. These are just tips. I don't know if you can see, but these are tips from my experience. And I'm going to read these to you. I'm going to share them with you. Number one, ask the staff for shopping recommendations. So when you get to a port of shopping is important to you, my clients happen to be going to St. Thomas, which is the shopping capital of the Caribbean. So they will, I'm sure, be certain to ask the staff for shopping recommendations before they get off the ship. Bring your own coffee mug, etc., with a little dish soap so that you can wash out your coffee mug or whatever mug you like to carry your beverage around in. Bring towel clips. So towel clips help a lot for on deck to clip your towels to your lawn chair, but they also help like hang up wet items in your stateroom or on your balcony. Bring a night light, especially if you're in an interior stateroom. Interior staterooms have no light typically. So it's really nice to have a night light. But even at night in an exterior stateroom, it's very important. So if you have to get up in the middle of the night, you can see where you're going. Bring an alarm clock anymore. A lot of times cruise staterooms do not have like an alarm clock that we're used to. So either have your phone that you can use as an alarm or bring some kind of an alarm clock, because again, if you're an interior stateroom and you can't look out a window to see if it's day or night, you're going to really want that alarm clock. A daily newspaper that they're going to deliver, or newsletter, I guess I should call it, to your stateroom every day has the activities that are scheduled for the following day and bargains going on the ship. So that will clue you into where to go, where to be, at what time for some bargains that are happening on the ship. Book a specialty restaurant on embarkation day. So if you don't do this in advance, I highly recommend, if you're not really picky about when you eat, or if your diet doesn't require you to eat at certain times, book a specialty restaurant on embarkation day. They're typically given a bargain to fill this day. So if you book on embarkation day, typically they'll have some, really early or really late dining times that haven't been filled that may be available to you at a bargain. The best spa deals are on the port days. So on port days, if you don't want to get off the ship, or you are only off for a few hours and you come back early, or you leave late, on port days is when most often the best spa deals are. While everybody else is off exploring, you can be on the ship getting the spa discounts. Gratuity is already included and itemized in your drink receipt. So just so you know, when you look at your receipt, if you're looking at it, gratuity is included. So you're welcome to give additional gratuity, but it certainly is not necessary. Soda and alcohol packages have gratuity included. Don't plan to call from your ship except when you're using Wi-Fi. This is very important because it's typically around $14 a minute to call from the ship unless you're using the ship Wi-Fi. So ask about, again, Wi-Fi packages on your ship if it's not already part of an all-inclusive feature that a lot of cruise lines are offering right now as promotional features. Use your onboard credit or lose it. So a lot of times we give our clients onboard credit. It's something that we have a lot of group space held in advance. So our clients get, one, a lower rate than the general public that are just booking directly through the cruise lines. Secondly, they get an onboard credit that we've negotiated with the cruise line because we booked early, we booked a lot of space, and we've negotiated this onboard credit. So be sure to use it, because if you don't, you lose it. You can use it typically toward things like gratuities, spa services, photography, specialty dining reservations, and more. If you need money on the ship, a great idea is to buy chips at the casino and then sell them back. It's a little hint right there. You can buy chips at the casino and actually sell them back if you need some cash. So those are my tips from my desk, and I'm happy to share them with you. I hope you enjoyed them, and I certainly hope you enjoy your next cruise. Thanks. Have a great day.